Good afternoon, ladies. It's Ms. Rourke. I'm just going to go through the steps of what we covered in class today in drama class. We just had a little intro to Photoshop. This is the first of 2 classes on Photoshop. So I'm just going to go through the tasks that we worked on today, and hopefully this will help you. And if you have any questions or want to talk to me in person, just send me an email and we'll set up a time for next week. But hopefully this will help you just to be able to get caught up on your own time. Anyways, so the first thing that we did was we just wanted to get some housekeeping stuff out of the way. So what I asked students to do was go to their desktop, and you're going to create a new folder on your desktop, okay? And you're going to call it, let's call it Photoshop Design. Or maybe Drama Design, sorry. Drama Design. Okay? And in that folder, I want you to create another folder, and I want you to call it Playing Cards. And if you were here in grade 7, you did a similar activity, but it's just a quick little intro. And I also want you to make another folder in here and call it Twitter Header. Okay, these are the 2 activities that are just showing you some of the tools of Photoshop that you can then use and apply when you go to make your poster design. Okay, so we've got that folder created, and what we're going to do is, let me just go through the tasks first. Okay, so if we look at, I just want to go to the slides that we looked at today. Oh my goodness, apparently I can't use PowerPoint. Let's go, we're just looking at the playing cards activity. So basically what you need to do is you need to make a image that looks like this. Okay, we've already got the images saved on the shared drive, but I believe that Ms. Boisvert is going to email you those images as well. Okay, so this is what your end product is going to look similar to. And here's your task. What you need to do is, in Photoshop, you're going to create a fan of 4 playing cards. Your design specs for this task are that you must use the images that are found in the location I give you, or you must use the 4 playing cards that Ms. Boisvert is going to give you. Okay, here's the location if you want to find them again. The canvas size for your final image is going to be 6 inches by 4 inches. All of the playing card images must be the same size and fit within the canvas size. The order of the playing cards must be as follows: from left to right: 9 of diamonds, ace of spades, 10 of hearts, and king of hearts. The cards must be rotated in a way where, as if you were holding it, you could see all of the cards. And all layers must be linked at the end. And then I want you to save it as 2 different things. Save it as a PSD file and a JPEG file. Okay? Alright, so that's your task, and I believe Ms. Boisvert put those things up on in OneNote and on Blackboard, those the task documents. Okay, so what you're going to do is, I'm going to show you the first step of doing the playing cards, and then you should pause the video and go through the whole process. Okay, so you're going to do it for the 3 additional ones. So the first thing you're going to do is open up Photoshop. Okay, and I want to show you a few things just editing wise. Okay, so you're going to open up the photo editor. Okay. Okay, I want you to make sure that you've got expert chosen up here. Instead of quick or guided, expert gives you the most functionality. Okay, and I also want you to put the rulers on it. Okay, so rulers are really important if you're trying to place things in a specific way. So what you're going to do is you're going to make sure, well, first actually we're going to let's create the file first. Okay, so we're going to go File, New, Blank File. Okay, and we're going to make sure that we have it in looking like this. Okay, so we said that it was 6 inches wide by 4 inches height. Okay, then you just leave the resolution as it is, but it should look the specifications, dimensions of the playing cards file is going to look like this. Okay, and we're going to just call it playing cards. Okay, and then you just click OK. All right, so it gives you that. You may not see this ruler right away because I set myself up to look like that. So first thing we're going to do is make sure that our unit measurements are in inches. The reason why we use inches, I know that actually you could use centimeters if you wish. I use inches because I do quite a bit of graphic design, and when I go to a printer, they usually tend to talk in inches. So that's just why I do it. But you could change it to centimeters. So the way that you change the units of measurement is you go to Edit, and you go to Preferences, and you go to Units and Rulers, okay? And if you'd like it to look exactly like mine, then these are the specifications that I use. I make the rulers in inches. I put the types to pixels. I think everybody should do that. I put the print sizes in inches and the photo project to inches, okay? And then I'm just going to click OK. Remember, just pause the video as we go along if it's going too fast. Okay? All right. The next step is to get that ruler so that you can see it. So then you go to View, and you make sure that Rulers is checked. Okay, mine is checked. I'll uncheck it so you can see what it looks like. But just make sure the Rulers is unchecked. We know that this image file is 6 inches, so you can see 6 inches by 4 inches. Okay, this is really nice when you're trying to put things in a specific spot so you can line it up. Okay, so you did that. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to place that playing card. So what you have to do is you're going to go to the shared file or from the email that Ms. Boisvert sent you, and you're going to find those playing card images. Okay, so I'm going to get it from the shared file because I'm on here, and I'm at school. And I am going to copy all of these. Copy, don't cut. If you're at the school doing this, copy, and I'm going to put it into my desktop folder that I just created. Okay. Okay, I'm going to paste them in there. Okay, so now those 4 images are in there. Okay, so back to Photoshop. I'm going to go to File, and I'm going to go to Place. Okay, and this is where Place is used when you're trying to put an image into an existing file. Okay, 9 of Diamonds is the first one, so we're going to click Place. Okay, it's nice and big like this. So you can transform it to resize it, move it around, rotate it. Okay, we're going to resize and rotate. Okay, the way you resize is I tend to just take, because we want to constrain the proportions. Okay, so we don't want it to go all wonky and weird by just doing this. Okay, so I'm going to go undo. Actually, it didn't do anything anyway, so that's okay. So I like to go to the corner, and I like to hold down my Shift key, and that constrains the proportions, and I'm going to make it smaller. Okay, I'm going to move it up here, and I can rotate it by putting the little mouse over the corner. It turns into that curly arrow, and I'm going to rotate it like that, and I'm going to move it a little bit like this, and I'm going to click the check mark to say, yeah, that's what I want to do. Okay, so now we've got 2 layers over here on the right hand side. If you don't see this layers panel, just click on layers in the bottom right here. Okay, so we've got the background layer, and we've got the 9 of Diamonds layer. Okay, so the next layer, let me just go back because I've forgotten, Ace of Spades. Okay, so we're going to go File, Place, Bicycle Ace, Place, Resize. Okay, move it up and resize it so it's closer to that size. Okay, I'm going to click X. Okay, that's not what I want it to look like, because I want the 9 of diamonds on the bottom. Like if you're fanning from left to right, if you're holding some cards, if you're playing cards, that's how it should be. You should have your it usually fans from left to right. So the way we do that is we just move, we go over to the layers and we just move our order. Okay, so I'm going to put my bicycle ace on top. Okay, so I just moved the order of the layers. Okay, you are now going to repeat this with 2 more. Okay, and you're going to have it looking really nicely as a fan. Okay, after you've got it all placed, you might have it all up here on the left-hand side or something like that. Okay, and as a group, you want to move them all. So I find after you've got the 4 in there, the best thing to do is to link the layers so that you can move them as a whole. You can move it as a group of cards rather than moving each one individually. So how I do that is I click and hold and I drag it so I'm selecting all of them. I go over here and I right click and I click on link layers. Okay, you can see that they're linked because the chain link part is yellow now. So now I can move the whole thing around, and I'm going to place it in the exact center because I want it to look nice like that. Okay, so you're gonna you don't do the link layers until the very end. Okay, so you link the layers. Your last task is to then save them as 2 things. You're going to save as a PSD file, which is a Photoshop file. Okay, you're going to go put it into your the folder you made on your desktop, into the playing cards. Okay. Okay, you're going to save it in here as a PSD file. Click Save. Okay, you're also going to save it as a JPEG. So you go File, Save As, in the same location, and then you change the format to JPEG, and then you click Save, and click OK. Alright, so now you've done that portion of it. Okay, so I'm going to stop the video here, and then there's a second video, short video that is just the preparation for next class, and also how to record your progress that you've done in OneNote. See you soon!